Guardians of the Dathang. This is supposed to premiere December 15th. But we're not totally sure yet, right?
It's rumored.
Rumored to be on Tencent.
Yeah.
But this is like, it's like a total fish out of water story.
Like, what do you mean?
Okay, so you have Yang Ling. He's like just your average office worker.
Okay. Sounds familiar.
Right, from our world. He's like doing his 9 to 5, and suddenly, boom, he's transported to the Dathang dynasty.
No way.
Yes, and he finds himself in the body of Zhu Qian, this night watchman. So like, imagine going from your desk job to patrolling these like ancient streets. You're investigating weird stuff in a world with magic and creatures. Like, come on.
Wow. I'm already, like, my mind is spinning with questions. How would you even begin to deal with that kind of change? Like, would what we know be helpful, or would it just totally freak people out?
Right. That's a great question. But I think Zhu Qian, he kind of uses his modern logic to figure things out.
Oh, interesting.
He's solving these bizarre cases. He's almost like, you know, a time-traveling detective dropped in the past.
Okay.
He might not get the court politics, but he's spotting inconsistencies, he's connecting the dots, stuff that people back then wouldn't even think of.
So it's like what? Like Sherlock Holmes meets time travel. That's so cool.
Exactly. And he's not using a magnifying glass. He's bringing in, like, you know, ideas about DNA and forensic science.
Oh my gosh. Their minds would be blown.
I know. Right, and the Dathang dynasty is this whole other thing too. It's full of history and intrigue. You've got all these families fighting for power and rumors of the supernatural.
It sounds like a really rich backdrop for this kind of story.
It is. So I think there's a lot of potential here for some, like, you know, cultural commentary too.
Yeah.
Because Zhu Qian is basically like modern ideas crashing into traditional beliefs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And how does he change those beliefs? Or does he? You know? And how do the people around him react to that?
Right, and he's not alone. He's got his own crew.
Oh, really? Tell me more about them.
Yeah, they've got skills, they've got secrets, you know, the whole thing. And they're fighting corruption within the court and trying to protect the dynasty from these supernatural forces.
It's like, can they really change the course of history? You know? I think that's what will keep you coming back for more. It's a really cool concept.
It is. So it's kind of cool that we have these two really different dramas, but they both come back to these themes of, like, you know, personal growth, standing up for what's right, fighting against corruption.
That's true. And I think those themes are really universal. Like, that's why these dramas are so appealing to international audiences too, because they're tapping into something that we all can relate to, regardless of where we come from.
Absolutely. So I have to ask you, like, if you were suddenly transported to a different time period, what skills or knowledge would you bring to the table? Would you rise to the challenge? Would you become a night watchman? Let us know your thoughts and join us next time for another deep dive.
Can't wait.